thinking, but it doesn't work. You don't expect stuff to happen. You can't control it. You can't control anything.
Hi, a very good morning to Madam, my fellow friends. Now I'm going to introduce myself first. My name is Hsue Li and my matrix number is UDE210127. Today we are going to discuss about social issues that related to teen suicide. Suicide is actually a criminal act in our country under Section 309 of Panikker. Based on 9.31 of youth population in Malaysia in 2019, there are 512 of youth involved in suicide case. In this case, we know that Malaysia is now increasingly contagious on the issue of suicide among the teenagers. As a Malaysian student, what is the reason for teenagers to do such a thing? Let us discuss about it.
Why suicide cases are more prevalent among students is because they are burdened with many assignments at the same time. It is even more worrying when the assignment have a close due date. This will result in the student for having a mental and physical stress.
The incidents of teen suicide occur because parents put pressure on their kids to get good results in exam. I can say that they are forced by their parents to get good results, or else they will get scolded and get compared to the people surrounding, such as siblings, cousins, and even their friend. Obviously, we don't want to get compared by anyone. So, in order to get good result and don't want to get compared by anyone, they need to study really hard, like 24 hours. And I'm not even kidding when I say 24 hours. And when they study too hard like that, it could lead to anxiety. And it's not only anxiety, and even depression, which can cause the kid to do suicide. That's all for me.
So, in my opinion, things that are increasing the risk of commit suicide among teens are psychological disorder, which is depression, and also usage of alcohol or either drug use among them. In fact, 95% of people in them which are commit suicide are having psychological disorder on the time of death. Furthermore, they also have some personal issues such as family problems and also peer pressure from their friends. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Commit suicide nowadays. Well, in my opinion, in this era, ever changing, ever evolving, I think that the stigma of parents constantly exerting pressure onto their kids to do better in order to get a job plays a major role. Okay? So, since parents continuously give kids stress to continue improving themselves so that they can get a good job, the kids themselves are placed with a burden that they cannot bear themselves. They're too stressed, they're too overworked, and they're too scared as to what will happen to them if they fail an exam. For example, I know some people who always get abused by their parents whenever they even score a 90 for their exam papers. That's not good. It's something that will damage your mental, it will damage your psyche as a person. You'll feel less motivated to do things, you'll feel more depressed, and that's what causes people to lean more towards suicide. And since teenagers, they're kids, their minds haven't fully developed. They're still trying to think of how to solve every problem perfectly, even though they really can't. They're still naive, they don't know what to do, because they're new to this world, they don't have the experience like adults do. And therefore, sometimes most of them lose hope that they'll ever be able to solve a certain problem properly, which then lets them lean towards suicide. They want to kill themselves more. They think that their life is worthless. And that's not good. That sort of stigma has been ingrained in Asian culture for a very long time. I have many friends who have actually come across these sorts of instances and they feel much more depressed now. It's no good. It's not a fun place to be. So that ends my first question.
So, we have heard various opinions from the other members on the topic that we discussed, which is teen suicide. It has surely increased our knowledge towards the reason how teen suicide occur. Now, we have reached at the end of our video. Thank you for watching.